There's something a woman will only share with a man she has truly chosen. It's not her time, her body, or even her secrets. It's something much deeper, something that can't be seen or touched. This gift is rare and often misunderstood, especially in our modern world. Today, we're exploring what it means when a woman offers this hidden treasure and why it's the foundation of real connection. As we begin, let's set aside what we think we know about relationships and look beneath the surface, where the real magic happens. Ancient Stoics believed that silence is the language of trust. In their view, silence isn't emptiness, it's a sacred space where truth reveals itself. When words fall away, masks drop, and the soul can finally breathe. In those quiet moments, authenticity emerges. But in today's world, we've forgotten this wisdom. We fill every gap with words, explanations, and performances, yet it's in the silence that the deepest truths are found. Let's rediscover what the ancients knew, that silence can be the most honest form of communication. Modern women live in a world of constant noise. There's always another message to answer, another conversation to have, another explanation to give. Social media, group chats, and endless notifications create a loop of validation and performance. The pressure to always say something, to always be on, is exhausting. In this environment, silence feels risky. It can seem vulnerable, even dangerous. But what if silence is actually the key to something deeper? What if, in the quiet, we find what we've been missing all along? Here's a truth most men never realize. When a woman stops filling the space between you with words, she's telling you something powerful. Without speaking, she's saying she feels safe. She no longer needs to impress, entertain, or reassure you. The pressure to justify her presence disappears. She's not performing anymore, she's simply resting. And that shift is more meaningful than any words could ever be. In her silence, she's offering you her deepest trust. When a woman feels truly safe, she can finally rest. She doesn't have to fill every moment with conversation or laughter. She doesn't have to prove her worth or keep your attention with stories. Instead, she can simply be. This kind of rest is rare in our busy world, but it's a sign of real connection. When she's quiet, she's not withdrawing, she's trusting. And that trust is the foundation of something lasting. Shift from performance to presence is powerful. It changes the entire dynamic of a relationship. Suddenly, there's no need for constant reassurance or entertainment. Instead, there's a quiet confidence, a sense of peace that fills the space. This is where true intimacy begins, not with words but with the comfort of simply being together. It's a kind of connection that can't be faked or forced. Let's turn to an old story that reveals the truth about silence and trust. There was once a king with 1,000 advisors. Every day, these advisors talked, debated, and competed for his attention. Their voices created a storm of opinions, each one louder than the last, but among them was one man who never spoke, a gardener who simply worked quietly beside the king. His silence stood out in the chaos. One day, the king finally asked the silent gardener, "Why do you never speak?" The gardener smiled gently and replied, "My lord, you are surrounded by noise. I thought you needed someone who could simply be." The king was moved not by the gardener's words but by the trust and peace behind his silence. In that moment, the king realized that true loyalty and value don't need to be spoken. Presence was enough. King's tears weren't for the words spoken, but for the realization that someone could be valuable without performing. The gardener's silent presence was a gift, a reminder that sometimes just being there is enough. This is the same gift a woman offers when she's truly at ease. Her silence isn't emptiness, it's a sign of trust and comfort. It's a rare and precious thing in a world that demands constant noise. Most men today misinterpret silence. They chase noise, constant texting, reassurance, and validation. They believe that attention equals affection and that silence means something is wrong, but this couldn't be further from the truth. When a woman goes quiet, it's not because she's losing interest, it's because she feels safe. She doesn't need to fill the space with words, she can simply be herself. A woman's silence isn't awkward or distant, it's calm. She speaks when it matters and rests when it doesn't. Her quietness is not a sign of emptiness but of trust. It's the highest compliment she can offer a man. In those moments, she's telling you that she feels truly comfortable and at home in your presence. That's a gift worth cherishing. When a woman is silent, she's offering you her trust in the purest form. She's not withdrawing or losing interest. Instead, she's showing that she feels safe enough to let her guard down. This is the highest compliment she can give. It's a sign that she values your presence and feels at ease. In a world full of noise, this kind of silence is rare and precious. Silence is where real presence lives. Modern women struggle with real life because real life demands something social media can't teach: the ability to sit in calm presence without fear, to sit beside a man and not feel the need to entertain him, to exist quietly and still feel valued. This is a skill that's becoming increasingly rare, but it's essential for true connection. Most people today panic in silence. They rush to fill it with opinions, explanations, and emotional reactions. Stillness feels uncomfortable, even threatening. But a woman who can be silent with you has reached a higher emotional state. She's not afraid of the quiet. She trusts you enough to let the silence speak for itself. That's a powerful sign of emotional maturity. When a woman can sit in silence with you, she's crossed an important threshold. She's moved beyond the need for constant reassurance or validation. She's comfortable enough to simply be. And the man who can hold that silence without discomfort has earned something that can't be faked: her peace. This is the foundation of a truly strong relationship. Her peace is not given lightly. It's earned through presence, patience, and understanding. When a man can hold space for her silence, he's showing that he values her for who she is, not just for what she says or does. This kind of presence is rare, but it's what makes a relationship truly special. It's a sign of deep trust and respect. Real strength isn't loud or explosive. It's steady, grounded, and unshaken. The kind of presence that transforms silence from awkwardness into comfort, from emptiness into intimacy. This is what modern relationships often lack: not passion or communication but presence. When you can offer this kind of strength, you create a space where silence feels safe and welcoming. Silence doesn't have to be awkward. With the right presence, it becomes a shared home, a place where both people feel comfortable and connected. Instead of feeling empty, the quiet becomes intimate. This is the kind of relationship that lasts, built on trust and mutual respect. When you can be quiet together, you know you found something real. In today's world, relationships are often filled with noise, constant messages, updates, and conversations. But what's really missing isn't passion or communication. It's presence, the ability to simply be together without needing to fill every moment with words. This is the foundation of true intimacy, and it's what makes a relationship feel safe and lasting. If you want to build a relationship that lasts, focus on presence. Stop chasing noise, stop demanding proof, and stop seeking constant validation. Instead, create a space where both of you can relax and simply be. This is the kind of presence that allows a woman's nervous system to relax when you walk into the room. It's a gift that can't be forced, only earned. When you build a steady, calming presence, she no longer needs to perform. She doesn't have to prove herself or entertain you. Instead, she can relax and simply enjoy being with you. This is the kind of relationship that feels safe and nurturing. It's a space where both people can grow and thrive without the pressure of constant performance. A woman's silence is the loudest compliment she can give. It means she feels safe, valued, and at home with you. She trusts you enough to let her guard down and simply be herself. In a world that demands constant noise, this kind of silence is rare and precious. Cherish it, and you'll build a relationship that stands the test of time. If you want to lead in your relationship, do it with presence, not pressure. Master the art of stillness. Show her that you can be calm and steady even in the quiet moments. This is how you earn her trust and respect. It's not about saying the right things, but about being the right person, someone who makes her feel safe and valued. Stillness is a skill that takes practice. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and allowing others to be comfortable around you. When you master stillness, you create a space where silence feels natural, not awkward. This is the foundation of a strong, lasting relationship. It's a gift you give to yourself and to those you care about. In a world addicted to noise, silence has become a luxury. It's something rare and valuable, something that can't be bought or faked. When you can share silence with someone, you know you've found something special. It's a sign of deep trust and connection, the kind of bond that lasts a lifetime. Silence isn't just the absence of noise, it's the deepest form of love. It's a way of saying, I trust you, I feel safe with you, I don't need to perform. This is the kind of love that goes beyond words, beyond gestures. It's a love that's felt in the quiet moments when nothing needs to be said. In many relationships, there's a constant pressure to perform, to be interesting, entertaining, or impressive. But real connection happens when both people can let go of that pressure. When you can be together in silence, you know you've reached a new level of intimacy. It's a sign that you're both comfortable and secure in the relationship. Quiet moments are often the most meaningful. They're when you really get to know someone, not through their words but through their presence. In those moments, you can feel the depth of their trust and affection. This is what makes a relationship truly special. It's not about how much you say, but about how much you feel in the silence. Some of the most important things in a relationship can't be put into words. They're felt in the way you look at each other, the way you sit together in silence, the way you simply exist side by side. These moments are the foundation of real intimacy. They're what make a relationship feel safe and lasting. Listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about being present, paying attention, and allowing space for silence. When you truly listen, you show that you care not just about what's being said but about the person themselves. This is the art of real connection, and it's something that can transform any relationship. A safe relationship is one where both people can be themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. Silence is a big part of that safety. When you can be quiet together, you know you're truly accepted. This is what makes a relationship feel like home, a place where you can relax and just be. Sometimes the best thing you can do is let silence speak for itself. You don't always need to fill the space with words or explanations. Trust that your presence is enough. When you do, you create a deeper connection, one that goes beyond conversation and into the heart of what really matters. The greatest gift you can give in a relationship is your presence. Not your words, not your actions, but your willingness to simply be. When you offer this gift, you invite the other person to do the same. Together, you create a space where silence is comfortable and trust can grow. Trust isn't built through constant conversation or reassurance. It's built in the quiet moments when you show up and stay present. When a woman trusts you enough to be silent, she's giving you something precious. Honor that trust by being steady, patient, and understanding. When performance ends, real connection begins. You don't have to impress or entertain each other. You can just be. This is the kind of relationship that feels effortless and natural. It's a sign that you've both found something real, something that will last. Stillness is powerful. It's a sign of confidence, maturity, and trust. When you can be still together, you know you've reached a new level of intimacy. This is the kind of relationship that feels safe, nurturing, and deeply fulfilling. It's a rare gift in today's busy world. Choose presence over performance. Focus on being there, not just doing or saying the right things. When you do, you create a space where both people can relax and be themselves. This is the foundation of a strong, lasting relationship, one built on trust, respect, and genuine connection. In a world that values noise and performance, choosing silence is a revolutionary act. It's a way of saying that you value depth over drama, connection over conversation. When you embrace silence, you open the door to a new kind of relationship, one that's built on trust, presence, and real intimacy. Let's set a new standard for relationships, one where silence is valued, not feared, where presence is more important than performance. When you do this, you create a space where both people can grow, heal, and truly connect. This is the kind of relationship that stands the test of time. The deepest connections aren't built on words but on presence. When you can be silent together, you know you've found something special. This is the kind of relationship that feels safe, nurturing, and deeply fulfilling. It's a rare gift, one that should be cherished and protected. The art of being is about more than just existing. It's about being present, attentive, and open. When you master this art, you create a space where silence feels natural and comforting. This is the foundation of a truly strong relationship, one built on trust, respect, and genuine connection. Embrace the quiet moments in your relationship. Don't rush to fill them with words or distractions. Instead, let them be. In those moments, you'll find a deeper connection, a sense of peace and understanding that goes beyond conversation. This is the true beauty of silence. Presence is a kind of strength that doesn't need to be loud or flashy. It's steady, reliable, and comforting. When you offer this kind of presence, you create a space where silence feels safe and welcoming. This is the foundation of a relationship that lasts. The relationships that last are the ones built on trust, presence, and the ability to be silent together. They're not about constant excitement or drama, but about comfort, safety, and real connection. When you find this kind of relationship, hold on to it. It's a rare and precious gift. In a world addicted to noise, silence is the new luxury and the deepest form of love. If you want to build a relationship that lasts, focus on presence, trust, and the art of being together in silence. This is the foundation of real connection, and it's the greatest gift you can give to someone you care about. Cherish the quiet moments and let them speak for themselves.